Hey, it's Boxer. I just wanted to post a video for people that just bought the game. I've got a lot of comments on my YouTube videos about how to do basic things in the game, so I just want to clear some things up for newcomers. Before we start, I just want to thank everyone for the support and love that you're giving me, because I did not think I would get this much attention so fast. Alright, I'm done talking. Let's get on with the video. Once you spawn in, you'll be exactly where I am. There will be a little simulation going on this table. First, click X on your left controller. Once you've clicked it, this should pop up. There should be a button right here, and if you click it, it'll turn off AI. This is the menu. You can spawn troops, you can spawn guns, you can spawn whatever you want. Moving on to this tab, you can delete everything in this war simulation here. Moving on to game tools, this is basically settings. You can turn on invincibility. You can hold your troops in one position. You can swap the color of your soldier. What that means, if you click get big/small, you'll spawn in as that color. So if you choose something like, gray, you'll spawn in as gray. And it'll also change the color of your menu. This button, you turn on and off lower alliances. What that means, you can make it so green can kill blue, and tan can kill gray. Basically just makes it a free-for-all. This button, you change the look of your spawner. What that means, if you turn on spawners right here, click any unit that can be spawned, it will change this look. Right now it's default, so it's just a red dot. But if I change it to tent, it'll make it look like a tent. And if you switch it to trucks, it'll switch it to a truck. Moving on to this button. This, you can switch from big mode to soldier mode. If you click it, you'll become a soldier just like them. And you can help whatever team you want. This right here changes the color of the units you spawn. Right now it's tan, so if I spawn a soldier, it will be tan. If I switch it to blue, it will be blue. If I switch it to gray, it will be gray. And finally, if I switch it to green, it will be green. Right now I'm going over the basics, so I'll be posting a separate video on every single thing that can be spawned. Okay, finally, moving on. I suggest going to boot camp levels. This is basically a tutorial for everything in the game. Well, not everything, because it doesn't tell you everything. You'll see. So if you click it, you'll be spawned in the backyard map. Right over here, to crouch, you move this button up and down. So on your right controller, if you put it down, you'll crouch. That means you can go through tight spaces. Alright, next, if you press down on the right thumbstick, you'll jump. To get onto an object, just jump right onto it. But if you want to jump over an obstacle, back up, get a running start, and jump. To climb, you press your left and right grip buttons. Basically grabbing anywhere, and you're climbing. Woo, that was easy. Moving on are ropes. Like I said, if you grip onto it, you can grab it. You can find these scattered all across maps. You can use them to maneuver around places. You can technically swing on them, but that is super difficult, and that's not really for beginners. These are landmines. They basically do what they say. Well, I just died. If you want to keep track of your health, on your left wrist, it shows your HP. So that means if you've been hit, you'll lose some damage. Moving on from that, if you climb up here using your new climbing abilities, you can maneuver to places. You can even skip too. There is no fall damage, so you can just jump down. Next is vaulting. If you grab onto a ledge of an object and pull yourself up, you can vault over. Now are elevators. You can find these in each map, and there should be a little stand here that has a button to call it back down. But I guess this one doesn't. Jump onto it, click this button to go from point A to point B. Right here. These are flags. In the actual maps, you can capture them to win. Next are zip lines. If you grab one of these crowbars, if you attach yourself to it, you can go down a zip line. Woo! But you don't really need to use crowbars to go down. You can even use guns. So that means if you wrap the gun around and walk off, it's hard to get it right, but you should be able to go down too. such as this. Woo! Ah! Okay, moving on from that, let's move on to the guns. To grab a gun, use your grip button. To have better aim, I suggest grabbing the end of the gun. To shoot, press your trigger button. But be careful where you're shooting because there are explosives such as these. Cool, right? There are tons of guns, including secret ones. If you want to find every single secret gun, I suggest watching my video on it. There are even turrets. It's basically just a gun, but it's on a stand. Moving on to these guns. This red gun is a grapple gun. It's literally just the name. If you click everywhere, it'll bring you to it. So that means if you have 2 of them, you could be just like Spider-Man. Now, the prop mover. Again, it does what its name says. If you place a prop and you don't like its position, you can move it yourself. Woo! Moving on to the lighter and TNT. Grab this. Grab the lighter. If you light the fuse, it'll become explosive, and there's a time, and you just gotta be quick before it explodes. This will take a long time. Moving on to Lego bricks. If you see Lego bricks such as those, you can actually destroy them with an explosive. So if I aim this right, boom! Moving on to this. If you grab one of these, found in maps, it actually becomes a little turret. And you can shoot your enemies with explosives. And if you want to leave, just press B. And you're out. Alright, moving on from that, go to the drone. Drones are vehicles you can fly. Grab this, you can fly. To go forward, bring the joystick forward. You can move around wherever you want with the joystick. To go up and down, move your right joystick up and down, just like you're crouching. If I go up, it brings me up. And if I go down, it brings me down. Also, this can shoot explosives and bullets. Left trigger is explosives, and the right trigger is bullets. The bullets follow where your head is, so make sure you aim with your head. Moving on from that, we have trucks. If you go in here, grab this wheel, you might have to sit down for this in real life, but if you use your right joystick, just like you're crouching, you can go wherever you want. Remember, steer the wheel in the direction you want to go. Next thing are ladders. To find this ladder, it's behind the camp, right here. Go small, and it's basically just a ladder. You grab it and you go up. It's a ladder. If you messed up the level, like you flipped the drone somewhere, if you killed troops, and if you did something you don't like you messed up the level layout, and you don't know how to fix it, press the menu button on your left controller and press restart level. It'll reset everything and it'll just go back to normal. Now if you want to leave a map, press the menu button and press quit to main menu. Next is settings. You can find settings in the main menu and in the portable menu. Right there. Click settings. And here you can decide if you want music on or off, what type of rotation you want, how fast that rotation is, and having tracers on and off. Having tracers on makes it easier to aim with heavy duty stuff. I suggest leave it on, but if you want a more surreal experience, you can turn it off. Also, before we move on, all the actions are right here. I'll give you a second to look at it. This is actually big mode controls, the mode I'm in right now. But if you want to know the soldier controls, go to toy soldier controls. I'll give you a second to look. And if you click this button right over here, it gets a little bit more into detail. Remember to join this Discord right here to see sneak peeks and join events. I'll give you a second to look. The Discord link will be in the bio of this video. Moving on, sandbox levels. Sandbox levels are just fight who you want to fight and where you want to fight. For this, I personally think you should explore it yourself because it's really fun. Next is conquest levels. If you click this, you have to fight for your army to win. To win, you have to capture all of the flags. Alright, we're gonna have to start to wrap this up. Let's answer this guy's question. So he's asking if we can spawn the blue mech helicopter thing. So no, sadly, it does not. Thank you for all the support, and thank you for watching this video. If you have any more questions, comment them down below, and I'll make another video. As always, remember to like, subscribe, and see you.